Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm very excited to be here. I'm very happy and I'm very positive. Basically, I don't know how many times I've recorded this. My energy was a bit over the moon when I started recording, but yeah, it's a mess. But then I've realized that it's never gonna get to perfection, or at least where I want it to be. So I'm just gonna roll into this, okay? So welcome to my channel, V Black Fitness, but this is gonna be a podcast for I Hate My 20s. So I'm introducing Oh my God. Introducing a podcast called I Hate My 20s, and this is episode 0. So with that being said, guys, before we jump in anything at all, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And after watching this video, please give me a thumbs up and also share to those people that you feel like these episodes or this podcast might help or might enjoy it. So with that being said, guys, welcome to I Hate My 20s. I Hate My 20s, my first episode of episode 0 of this my first ever episode of my podcast I Hate My 20s. This is gonna be just an intro of why I'm doing this podcast. And yeah, right now I'm a one person army and I'm doing everything by myself, but I'm just so happy that I'm sitting in front of you with all this setup with a pod mic. Guys, I've always wanted to have a pod mic, and finally I do have a pod mic. I'm very excited. But yeah, everything is like, I've practiced on this intro for a week. It hasn't entered my head yet, but we're gonna do everything raw. So with that being said, guys, hi, welcome to I Hate My 20s, the podcast for anyone who feels like their life is what the fuck more than living a dream. So my name is Veronica. You can call me V Black, or this channel Vero Live It with Veronica. And this podcast is going to be about the mess, the magic, and the mistakes we are making trying to figure out what life is, or if you feel lost, burnt out, anxiety, all those things, confused, this is the right place for you. I'm not a therapist and I've never been a therapist, but am I studying psychology? Yes. And also life lessons. So this is gonna be a space for just throwing life out there, things that have been stuck in my head, in my memory, that I'm gonna use to actually educate and also, share. Probably not not educated, but share. I know so many people might have passed through worse than me or less than me or whatever, but I'm gonna share my personal experience, and I might not be so open about certain things, but at most I'm gonna be very open and very blunt about things. So with that being said, whether you're deep into the mess or just trying to heal, this is the right place for you. Here we're gonna heal, here we're gonna talk, here we're gonna listen, and we're gonna learn. This might have been the decade that I hated so much, but it has also shaped the person I am today. So that's why this podcast is I Hate My 20s, but I love who I'm becoming with the following episodes. So episode 0 is starting off with who I am. My name is Veronica. As I've said, I've cried in the bathroom. I've been in situationships. I've been in the I've googled like how to fix life. Thanks to ChatGPT. How do you fix life? Like, the hell, there is no manual set to how to fix life, Having 2 a.m. breakdowns, 1 o'clock breakdowns, crying, your eyes to sleep. This show is not going to be a seminar. It's messy voice notes from my 20s, full of breakthroughs, bad advice I believed, and life lessons actually I've earned. Real talk, no filters, and sometimes it's gonna be like profound moments. All right, and yeah, new episodes will drop every week. Fingers crossed that new episodes will be dropping every week. Why this episode matters? If your 20s feel like chaotic group project with no leader, so here I am to share a little bit of what I've learned. And probably I will have guests over here to share, if they care to share their experiences, and also we learn from them. So fingers crossed that I do have guests on this podcast and we will learn from it. Do you know this trend going on, like the bar was too low? It kind of feels like that trend, but not at the same time, because like we've all made mistakes and we've all been there more worse. I will emphasize with this: some more worse than us, some more worse than others, and some, you know, a bit easier. But it's all the same. It's all the mess. All right. So, with that being said, this episode is gonna be, as I said, I hate my 20s, but I love who I'm becoming. And that's gonna be our signature tagline. And yeah, I'm very excited to share the first episode next week. And you guys, please, please, please give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. For the most important thing is to subscribe so that you are the first person to get a notification when I upload a new episode every week. But with that being said, don't forget to follow my other channel, Vero Nika. What's the name of my channel? Oh my god. Anyways, do not forget to share to follow my channel. I'm gonna link it up here. And yeah, see you in the next episode. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye.